Alright, welcome everyone, welcome back to another live stream in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Our last flight before vacation. It's going to be probably about a week or so before we're flying again, maybe even a little bit longer than that, unless we can fly on the 4th of July. That's our only next available date if I get home in time from Texas, depending on how I feel after getting home from Texas. It's going to be a long drive. Anyways, welcome aboard, Mr. Cam, Mr. James, Mr. Mike. Glad to see all of you guys in chat already. Sparkos as well. Welcome aboard. Mr. James says he's going to be flying along. Sweet. I figured James would be here for this one, knowing how much James loves Fedex and Memphis. So we are going Miami to Memphis today in the question mark Captain Sim 777. With the Salty Sim mod. We have not done any flights, any practices, or anything over this. We're over at the North Cargo Ramp. Let's see. Oh wait, you're the north side, that way somewhere. Okay. So you're over there somewhere. Alright, sounds good. We are over here at whatever west ramp this is. Anyways, bro, what's up, Mike? What are you broing about? What shit you gonna talk on the ranges here? I'm waiting for it. I'm ready for it. I know you got something for me. I know you got something for me, Mr. Mike. I'm just going to talk about your crappy Astros. I know they're winning big today, but that's just today. Don't get ahead of yourself. And my Angels are on a 2-game win streak. They whooped some ass on the field, literally. All right, and now they're on a 2-game win streak. They got all their frustrations out, you know, and that's just the spark that they needed to get their ass going. So they're playing right now, still 0-0. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, anyways, we're in the Captain Sim 777 Freighter. Like I said, we have not done any pre-flights. All I've done is power on the aircraft, and that was it, and start the engines. I've not done anything other than that. What are you using to control the aircraft? I am using the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke and the Honeycomb Bravo throttles, and then some cheap Trustmaster rudders. So that is what I'm using to power this aircraft. We are here, though. Everything, the doors do open. There is a modeled cargo bay in this plane, which we can actually go in from the cockpit and look at, which we can do a little bit later if that's what you guys want to do. So we're going to see if we can get this thing flying, how well it flies all the way to Memphis, and see if the Salty mod makes this plane somewhat viable. Because I know without it, I've heard the plane is not really good. So, but you guys voted for it, so let's do it. We're going to come up top here and we'll get our battery on. We have some ground power available, so we'll get that clicked on there for the ground power. Aircraft will come alive. Window heat can come on. Heat belt sign, smoking sign's already on. Guess we can get some of this brightness stuff up here. Sure what this is going to brighten up. We'll do that. Nav lights can come on.
Miami
that
traffic, American 1515
is
downwind for runway 8 right. Miami traffic.
We are on Unicom. That's all off.
Miami traffic, American 1524.
Oh, this is good for now.
Final 17-mile final for runway 8 right.
So I guess we're good
Miami
with
traffic.
that for now. Almost a little higher, yeah. Let's see. That's a better spot there, so let's do... Alright. So yeah, with that, we can go ahead and get some more brightness up down here. Just like that. Let's turn that knob up here as well. All that looks good. Does this come up? Armrest does not come up. Got a telephone there. Our radio panel doesn't work with this plane, so we'll have to change it the old-fashioned way here. ATC comes online. I don't think there's currently an ATC online in Miami or Memphis, so we'll see what happens along the way here. Okay, so let's go down here and we'll get our FMC programmed. So let's go to our FMC. I believe the IRS is already aligning, so we can throw. We grab that GPS, or we grab this one, and we'll throw that in there. We are in KMIA. There we go. We'll go to our route page here. We'll leave that there for now. So let's go FMC COM, and we're going to go to pre-flight, and we're going to request. No. That. Hold on. Is it in flight? No, it wasn't in flight. Requests. PDC. No. Nope. No, we're getting something here. Hold on. So we go salty. Was it salty? No. Maintenance. No, I think it was salty. Alright, so if we go to salty and we go to payload, we can get our payload in here. So payload on the flight today. Cargo is going to be 61,900 pounds. So 61,900 on the payload. And then, what do we have? Two different payloads.
Miami traffic, American 1515 is on base for runway 8 right. Looks like I'll be number 2 for landing.
Miami traffic, American 1524 on a 7-mile final for 8 right. Miami traffic.
Everyone voted for this plane. This was the #1 vote for when I asked people what we would fly tonight. So, this is what it will be. Alright, so payloads on board, fuel on board. We need fuel. We need 46. We're going to go 47,000 on the fuel. And then we can execute that, I guess. Okay, so that's going to load our aircraft. Aircraft's being loaded. Okay, we can double check that. So in pounds, we got 47,000. So that's all right. Cargo, 0 fuel weight. Okay, that's all good. So not a very full flight. Okay. So that all looks good. So let's return here. Go back to maintenance. Let's go back to salty. And yep, that's all good. Okay, now we go back to here. Reflight, and we can request. Land departure. Okay, we want to do that. Go to init, request. And let's request our flight plan. Oh, you're on Microsoft Flight. I figured it was explained. Nope, Microsoft.
1837, turning base for a, let's call it an 8-mile final, 10 left, Florida.
Okay, we're going to load our flight plan in. Look at our legs. They seem to all match in there. So, go back here.
Miami traffic, American 1515 is on a 5-mile final for runway 8 right. Number 2.
Activate. Execute. There we go. That looks good. Perf data in here. We're going to flight level 4,000? Or not 4,000. We're going to 40,000 feet on our cruise today. So that is in there. Our cost index is 15.
Miami traffic, American 1524, clear of runway 8 right.
So free weight 406, that is good. Fuel 47 is good. Gross weight 453. That is good as well. Mr. Drew Stone in the house. Welcome, Mr. Drew Stone. Hop top, yo, welcome aboard. I'm going to have your H-Town hat waiting on you when you get to Texas. I'll burn it, damn it. I will burn it. No H-Town hat for me, sir. I will burn it. Alright, so that's all good. Our perf data is in here, and that is good. We can accept the perf data. Okay, that is good, good, good. And then let's go thrust limit. I guess that's already selected. That's fine. Takeoff. Flaps for takeoff should be little flaps 15 for takeoff. Probably don't need that much, but what SimBrief has given us. We'll get our speeds in there, 107, 120, and 144 for our takeoff speeds. And that looks good. So I think that's pretty much all set up and ready to go. Someone in chat want to give me a squawk code, and I'll use their squawk code on our flight.
Traffic Spirit Wings, 1837, 5 miles final, 10 left, Lauderdale.
I do like Space City jerseys if they didn't have Astro logos on them. 2516, alright, Mike. 25 and 16. There we go. So we got that on. Yo, Mr. Drewstone, what's going on, my friend? Welcome, sir. Glad to see you tonight. Our last flight for about a week here before vacation, so go on vacation starting pretty much tomorrow night. I'll be leaving to Texas, so should be a fun one. Gonna be a long-ass drive. Might stream some of it, maybe from my phone while we're driving. You guys can keep me entertained. Okay, so our doors are open, so we're going to need to close those. So if we close the cargo and the aft door, and the baggage can go away. Let's fire up the APU here. Pull that down, 1, 2, and 3. No, not flying to Texas. There's a lot of stuff going on in the airline industry right now, a lot of cancellations. Can't afford to have my flight cancel on the way home and be late for work on Tuesday. Next week is very important. So I'm driving, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper. It's like $500-something round trip, plus I have to pay for rent-a-car about $100 a day. And so overall I'll be saving over $1,000 to drive myself to Texas, since I have an electric car, so driving is
Miami traffic, American 1515. It's clear runway 8 right, taxiing to the Delta gates via November 11.
Alright, can someone give me some METAR data for Miami if you don't mind? In chat, I would appreciate it. I think it's 3009 for the altimeter, but I just want to be sure. I'm going to set that until someone else tells me it's different. 3009er. Oh, there we go. Temperature clouds, temperature, yep. Cool, that was correct. So I think they're departing runways 8 right, 9 in Miami. So we'll look at the chart. 8 right and 9. Mr. Mike coming in with a $2 bomb, putting you at an even 40 on the month. Appreciate you, sir, for your continued support of the channel. I appreciate you, Mr. Mike. Thank you for that donation, sir, even though you're an Astros fan. Even though. Alright, so runway 9. So I guess we're going to go runway 9 for departure. Yeah, that'd be the closest, easiest taxi. So we'll go runway 9 for departure. So let's go back down here. And let's go to our departure page. So we're departing runway 9. And we're doing the Hurricane 3 departure with the... Smells transition. And we can execute that. Flip Got our leg page here. Okay, that all looks good. And then rival, we're planning into Memphis. Right now, it's got us planned for 3/6 left. Do I want 3/6 left? Let me look at Memphis charts. It's been a while since we've flown to Memphis. Okay, so they're landing north, it would appear. Wants me to land on the left. I think we're going to land 3/6 center. If they are landing on the 3/6s, so I'm going to go 3/6 center. And that's on the Van Z2. Van Z2 from Laser. And we'll execute that. Look at the leg page. Look for any discontinuities. Got one there. Fix that. And one more there. We can fix that. Maybe. There's a vector there, so we can't fix that yet. That's fine. We'll go back here to our takeoff page. There we go. I'm not sure if the APU turned on, to be honest. I think it did. So I did have issue getting the APU started when I started the engines. I don't know why. Yes, yeah, see, the APU is not started for some reason. Could be, I probably need the fuel pumps on, maybe. Yes, I don't know if there's an easy way to tell that the APU had started. Oh, there's nothing in the center tank. So let's turn the center pumps off. Okay, there we go. So APU is on now. APU gen is on. There we go. APU's on now. We're looking good. We get our beacon light on. We can go up here and remove the power. Close the door. Remove the stairs. Alright, stairs are going away. Let's do pushback. See if the pushback works on you. Hello, can you take to Miami with this plane, please? So we're in Miami right now. We're leaving Miami. Is Vatsim on a separate server than Microsoft servers? Yes, Vatsim, totally different network, totally different application than the Microsoft servers. Alright, so let's try pre-planning our pushback. See if it works here. So we're going to push back nose to the left. And let's request it.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Okay, tug's driving up. Everything's on that needs to be on that I can turn on. Forgot to do maintenance and had no hydraulic fluid. Oh boy. Are you flying on X-Plane, James, or Microsoft? Alright, let's get our takeoff speed in here too. Takeoff speed's going to be 144, so we're going to go 160 something.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed.
69.
All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Yeah,
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
159.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Flight director can come on. Altitude's going to go to 40,000
We are
feet.
cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Oops. 40,000 feet is in. Let me arm that. There we go. And, alright, let's release the
Please
park
release
brake.
parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing
Miami
pushback.
traffic,
You can
FedEx
start the engines in
2451
sequence.
heavy, crossing 8
You will
left
start in the sequence.
at Kilo 1 and 8 right at Lima 1, Miami traffic.
Okay, so we're pushing back, and I guess let's fire up the engine. Fire up. There we go. Engine 2's coming alive. I'm going to hit it over to the run position. Go outside, we can take a listen. So far, so good. So you're very welcome in. Welcome aboard. If you guys just joining us, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. It really does help out our stream. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well on our road to 600 subscribers. It'd be awesome if somehow we hit 600 tonight before vacation. And then we gotta have one giant celebration when we come back. Explain nice. Are you in a 777, James, or are you in the 7.6 or 7.5? I'm gonna tell from around here. It looks like you're in the 7.5 or 7.6, but it could be the model matching wrong too. Is this game on PC? Yes, I'm playing it on PC. You can play it on Xbox, but Xbox doesn't have as many options as PC does of what you can have in game. Alright, so good.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set
Engine
your parking
to
brake.
start. We'll get that generator on here and the bleed on. Let's start engine number 1. And we'll get the parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Engine number 1 now is coming alive.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Not a bad pushback there. So far, not really many complaints on the plane yet. Still early. Other than the fact that obviously all the buttons are not working in the aircraft. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Hop top, somehow it's not supported, I don't think. So you taking off runway 9 too, James? Is that where you're going, to runway 9? I got a wing view in here somewhere. Maybe not. This is just that wing view. Alright, well, we're gonna get flap set to 15 here. Runway 9, alright, sweet. Triple landing here for a 777. Did Xbox ever have replay? I don't think it did.
Miami
Not
traffic,
that I know,
FedEx
but
2451 heavy, crossing.
I don't have an Xbox, so I really don't even
Yankee,
know
Miami.
what works and doesn't work on Xbox. To be honest. There's our flaps coming out. We're going to double check our flaps in the right position. Flaps 15 is set. Let's get our trim set. Trim should be... let's see. Trim should be a little bit more up like that. We'll do that. That's good for trim. That looks good. Oh, our map looks a little weird, but that's alright. Alright, so we got 2 good engine starts. I'm going to go ahead and we'll get our APU off. your other engine gen on, engine bleed on, and APU can come off. APU gen is off, and APU bleed is off. Everything else here is good. Let's get our XT light. Let me turn off lights are on. See what the lights look like. Alright, not bad on the lights. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll release the parking brake and we're good to go. Saying we got something here. Bleed APU, electric gen off, APU. That's because I turned the APU off. So those messages should go away. I guess we can leave it on auto. That's fine. But away we go. I haven't fired up the Xbox in a while. Yeah, I don't have an Xbox now. I would know I got a PlayStation. It's there, it's just blurred out or not usable. Got it, yeah, no. Like I said, there's some things that are not operational on the console Xbox platform the same way they are on the PC. And I don't think it's ever going to be fixed. I think there's just there's a limitation there to what can and can't be done. Maybe on like a next-gen, super next-gen console or something. Miami traffic, Fedex 466 heavy taxiing to runway 9 via Sierra. There we go. There's an Amazon plane. I don't know if that's just static part of the airport or actually someone there. Atlas Air. Cool, pretty cool. Beast of an airplane taxis down here to runway 9. Big ol' mama jamma. Haven't flown a while, been burnt out and busy. I hear you. I hear you, James. That's why we're going on vacation. Been burnt out from work. The heat, the stress. Need to get away. Fast are we taxiing? 26? Doesn't seem like we're going 26. Seems like we're going a little lower than that, but that's alright. All I know is it's going to be a long ass drive to Texas. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to do it somehow.
Miami traffic, Fedex 2451 heavy departing runway 9 or Hurricane 3 departure Miami. Here we go.
Alright, traffic. FedEx 466 Heavy is lining up runway 9, waiting on departing traffic. Also departing Hurricane 3, Miami. Alright, so we're gonna line up and wait. Landing lights are coming on. Strobe light, wing light. We're gonna give him just a
Miami
second.
traffic, FedEx 2451 Heavy, clear of runway 9 passing 2,300 feet, Miami.
Alright, so we're gonna wait for James just to get a little bit further ahead of us, so we don't have any issues. I'm gonna arm our auto throttle. Chrono here doesn't work, unfortunately. Unless I know it doesn't work. Give James just a minute longer here. Miami traffic, FedEx 466 Heavy departing runway 9, Hurricane 3 departure, Miami traffic. Alright folks, here we go. Engine's up to 40%. And stable. The toga button. Let's see. Toga? Toga not working. Manual toga. And away we go. Under nuts. Roll tight. And we're off. Positive rate. Here is coming up. Beautiful departure here out of Miami. Bring our flaps up. So I'm going to turn on autopilot here. There we go. I just kind of want to see what the aircraft does here. Fly over downtown Miami. Looking good. Miami traffic, FedEx 466 Heavy, clear runway 9. Okay, so it has us descending. Why? Now it's leveling us off. There we go. We must have passed some restriction. And there's a 5,000 foot restriction. There is at Jones. Okay. I'll go ahead and we'll let it follow the restriction here. I want to see how the VNAV and everything works. Captain Mitchell, hey! Is this the Captain Sim 777? It is the Captain Sim 777, but with the Salty Division mod added into it. So it's not just the bare bones Captain Sim. So the working FMC and everything, that's all from the Salty mod that's making it work somewhat properly. It's my first time flying this beast. I've not done any practice flights or anything, so we're going to put her to the test here. Look at that. It's scenery out there. Oh my. What a view. So we're going to kind of see how she goes, how she does. See what happens here. After Schmelz, yeah, so something's wrong with our flight plan here. Let me fix this. Our waypoints after Schmelz. There should be Batoy. Fixed. So yeah, we're going to see how well it performs. We're going to test it out. Early thoughts on the mod. So, from everything I heard about the plane before the mod was available, I feel like the mod definitely makes the plane so far viable. It's still not as good as I would want. It's not something that I would probably choose to fly all the time. Just because I really get enjoyment out of like PNG and Phoenix where all the buttons work and it's fully simulated. You know, a lot of these overhead buttons are just static. They don't all work. I can't control this, can't control that. You know, a lot of this I can't control. So I mean, it's definitely flyable, but not something I would fly like all the time for that aspect of it. But you definitely have to have the mod to make the plane anywhere close to decent. But yes, Mike, the Salty Sim is added in. So early thoughts are so far not bad. You know, the sounds aren't bad. It flies. It handles well on the ground. It handles well with the stick in the air. You know, not too bad. You know, if you look at it, it's a $20 plane. You add the mod to it, that's free. You know, I mean, you're getting what you pay for, I guess you could say. But definitely, we need something better in Microsoft for the 777 than this. So those are my early thoughts. We'll see exactly how well it handles on the approach. ILS approach, the landing, see if all that works. So, I mean, so far not bad. We'll see, like I said, it's still pretty early for me to give really too much of a more broader opinion. Look at that view. Oh my. A broader opinion on it yet, just because we barely just took off. I haven't done any practice flights. I haven't been in the air until now in this plane, so I haven't even looked at it until today. So let's see how she flies and climbs up to 40,000 feet here. We have a 5,000 foot restriction till right here on B now. So let's see if it automatically starts climbing once we get there, and how well it climbs up to 40,000 feet. So there's this menu here, that's off, but it doesn't need to be on. You can turn it on just to get rid of the message, but APU is not on, so it's not going to do anything. Other than it's slowing our plane down, that's not a good sign. Okay, it's just the plane slowing down. Manage our speed, I think. I hope. Still seems to be going slower for some reason. Alright, our speed's staying right at 250 though. That's where it needs to be. So yeah, give me those sticks, man. Like I said, I wouldn't use the word good necessarily. I wouldn't use the word bad. It's just, if you don't mind just flying without the complete realism, it's an alright plane so far. But like I said, it's still early. I don't know what would happen if I click on this. Oh, hey, there's sunshades on here. How about that? Okay, well that boosted my opinion on here a little bit, that these sunshades actually work. How about that? So that boosts my opinion a little bit. It's got working sunshades. Didn't know that, so that's different. I didn't have time to get too many views set up for this aircraft yet. But you don't have sunshade team? Well, you're not in the 777. Wood restriction below 10,000 feet for so long, I just want to speed, right? Yeah, I didn't realize that on the departure till after we took off and the plane started stopping at 5,000. Is when I actually realized that there was a restriction. These are just static views that come with the plane. Nothing real special there, but see what happens here. We should be passing this waypoint in just a moment. Well, I guess there's a lot of traffic around Miami. Because, I mean, you got Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood here. You got an executive airport there. You got this other little airport here, another executive here. Two more right down here. So, I mean, I guess there's quite a few airports in the area, so maybe that's why, but you can see here, there's a restriction until 5,000. So ATC could direct us if ATC was online, and they would say they could tell us to climb earlier if there's room in the traffic, but not sure. Yeah, what's above me? I'm not sure. Where in Texas are you going to? I'm going to the Waco and Houston area. So I'm going in the Waco area, and then probably going to Houston to go to an Angels Astros game potentially on Saturday. We'll see how it goes, because it's another like 2.5 hour drive further to Houston. I don't know if I'll be up for that drive after driving there all day Wednesday and Thursday, or all Wednesday night and all day Thursday night. So we'll see what happens. So did you get just a standalone captain episode, or did you get the whole? No, this is just this 777-F, and it was gifted to me by an anonymous source. So, which is why I put it on the list to be voted for. You guys voted for this on Discord. This plane had the most votes for what everyone wanted me to fly tonight. Second place was the Phoenix. So I'm only flying this because people wanted to see it. Oh wow, charts pop up there too. These aren't the right charts, but if we were going to JFK. So we're slowly discovering more and more things that happen here in the cockpit. I'm not sure if the window opens. I don't want to click on it now, but I don't think it does. Alright, so we're accelerating and now we're climbing. We did just pass our restriction. And it does have a little banana in here that shows top descent, or top of cruise, I guess. We are climbing like a rocket right now. We just accelerated almost at 5,000 feet per minute. Damn, that thing climbs. We're at 4,700 feet per minute climbing right now. These massive, massive engines. See how long it can keep up that climb rate. I ain't wearing no Houston hat, Mr. Mike. I just got me a new Angel hat, though. Got me their new City Connect jersey hat. Boom. That's right. Probably gonna be rocking this if I go to the game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, she's climbing like a rocket right now. We're climbing at 3,800 feet per minute. One thing I want to keep an eye on is the fuel. The Salty Sim mod is supposed to correct the fuel issue that this original plane has without the mod, where it doesn't calculate fuel properly. So we do want to monitor our fuel throughout the flight, make sure we don't run out of fuel. That would be bad. Let's see if these work over here. Okay, so these do work over here to change our change what we see down here. So we got fuel, hydraulics, they work, nope, gear works, flight controls, doors, electrical. Leave it on the fuel page, I guess, for now. Let's see what happens. So Angel's currently up 3-1 right now over the Chicago White Sox. Trying to go for the third win in a row after having that brawl on the field with the Mariners. Them G90s can absolutely blast that bird in the air, right? Oh, we're climbing pretty good. Climbing at 300 knots and 4,000 feet per minute. Nice hat, right? Thanks, Mike. You know, I like it. I like it. I need to get me a City Connect jersey, though, now. I don't have time to get one before my trip, but... Texas, you going? Yep. So, but like I said, first impressions of the plane, it's not bad. You know, with the Salty Sim mod, anyways. Yeah, she's flying. She's got a wing flex going. Absolutely climbing. Climbing, and the engines aren't even at 100% either, they're only at 91%. And we're climbing at 3,500 feet per minute, going past 20,000 feet. Let's go and get standard pressure in now, too. Let me get all of our lights off. Now that we're past 18,000. So she be cruising. So let's check out some other stuff here in the aircraft while we're flying. So it does have some jump seats here. None of these control panels work. I don't think the tablet works. I didn't even try this thing. Yeah, so this thing's not operational yet. Might be one day. But this door does open. You can go into the galley. The galley where more people can sit back here, some flight attendants. That stuff opens. I don't know if you can open the door by clicking on it, but with that too, there is doors on both sides here to get into the cargo hold. You can open those, and you can actually go walk into here, and you have the cargo. Can't see any cargo in here, but it is at least a modeled cargo hold. And we can go and close the door and make our way back into the cockpit. Right on that side, get some shit chain. And close the door. Looks like there's some storms up ahead. Yeah, no, there is some storms in front of us. But we should be flying over top of them. So we should be good. There's some storms going across Alabama and Georgia. Some little minor ones across Florida. But the main storm here, we'll be flying above that. We're not going to start descending until over here, so we're flying above the main stuff. Bro, I got something I want to send you straight from our local distillery coat. What's that, Mike? Not gonna lie, this plane doesn't look half bad. I get why it's hated, but still some work went into it, is for sure. I mean, they definitely had some work went into it. Like I said, the salty mod, though, has really made it better. And I know they've done updates to the plane since it's come out. When it first came out, though, it was really horrendous. Oh, wow. Look at that. Tray table pops down, too. Light kit storage, fold down and latch. So it's a one table after you put your flat bag in there. Nice. So that works. What else in here works? I don't think there's any tray or anything. Okay, so you can hide that. Interesting. Got a tray on that side too. I mean, some work did definitely go into it. I mean, it's for sure not 100% accurate 777 cockpit, but it's a work in progress, you know. We really love 777 for 20 bucks. It's not a super bad investment if you just love to fly the 777 and you don't care that it's not anywhere close to study level or 100% accurate. You know, not bad. Like I said, it's something that I would probably still fly time to time when I fly some 777 cargo. And if maybe it grows on me, maybe I'll buy the passenger version as well. You know, this was gifted to me, but you know, if it grows on me, maybe I'll get the passenger version. We can do passenger ops. We can definitely add it to our world tour flight. Maybe we can fly 777 across one of our flights. Maybe we can fly this long haul from Australia to South America or something. I kind of did. Kind of kind of gave me, yeah. A little tray table kind of gave me a chub. Gotta love the tray table. Trying to compete with Boeing. You can see they don't clean up their mess though. Look at that rings from their cups sitting on there. Kind of dangerous. Put your cup there, no cup holder. You get some turbulence and spill your drink everywhere. I need me that Airbus tray table to pop out in front of me. Let's see. Not gonna lie, yes, work. Not being a fully functional is still a no-go for me to sim. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely not something that I would fly on a regular basis at this point in time. But every once in a while, if I was really like trying to mix it up and kind of like, I don't know, bored of flying whatever we've been flying for a while, just wanted to mix it up, I might throw this in there. On a long haul or something, maybe. It's for 21 up, and this weekend I was a judge for the IBCA barbecue competition they had here, and I got a few bottles of liquor from one of the sponsors. Nice. None of your planes are clean. It's not my fault. We just have a horrible maintenance crew. Horrible cleaning and maintenance crew. You know, I just fly the plane. It's not my job to clean it. I mean, so far it's following the LNAV and it's following the VNAV appropriately, so let's see what happens. We're almost to our cruise here at 40,000 feet. The world looks a lot smaller at 40,000 feet, doesn't it? You know, I would say another positive about the plane is it gets pretty good performance. We've been in between 50s and 70s the whole time so far. Blame it on the maintenance crew, right? Exactly, it's all the maintenance crew. And margarita stay on that tray table is yours. Don't tell anyone, Mike. I'm not supposed to be drinking margaritas in the cockpit. Hey, Kenny, welcome aboard. Joe Kirby, hey, how long is the flight? The flight is 1 hour and 54 minutes. We're already about 25 minutes or so into flight. So we got about 1 hour and 20 minutes left. 1 hour and 25 minutes left, so about 30 minutes into flight now. Well, yeah, greetings, Mr. Kenny. Mr. Joe, welcome, welcome. Skippy, oh Skippy, where are you, Skippy? Skippy's in the cargo hold somewhere. Somewhere in the cargo hold. Somewhere back there. Alright, engines are spooling down. Looks like we're reaching 40,000 feet here. Oh shit! Oh, the Angels were winning. Chicago just put up a 5 spot. Now they're trailing 5-3, 2 outs in the 5th. So, kind of bad news for the Angels do. Archie Bradley has fractured his elbow from the scrum that happened the other day. So from that fight and brawl the Angels got in, looks like one of our pitchers, one of our key bullpen pitchers, fractured his elbow, so he's going to miss 2 months. So that's kind of a big blow to our bullpen. You're waiting for me to see that? Oh, hush, Mike. Oh, hush, sir. Alright, turn that sound down a little bit. Let's get some music going here. Well, Duffy has some back spasms. Duffy says he's dealt with them before, so I don't think it was from the scrum, just happened to have some back spasms. I mean, it could have been irritated by that, but Duffy's not expected to miss that long, about, you know, just a week or so. But Archie Bradley's gonna miss 2 months. What's up, Foster Man? How we doing? How your Braves doing? Your Braves still winning? The 777 so much faster than me. Did I pass you? Where are you at? Let me look at the live map here. Nevin's tenure is off to a fantastic start. No, but again, he's the interim manager. So it wasn't even really for sure that he's going to be the manager. Oh yeah, I'm catching up to you. You're only going 442, I'm going 470. So you're at 38,000 feet, so I'll fly over top of you. That brawl was brutal, right? That was a real fucking brawl, that's for sure. Like, they were going at it for a while. You know what I mean? What my biggest surprise of it was that Rendon was one of the instigators. Like, you know, those of you guys who've seen Rendon play, he's like one of the coolest, like, calmest players in the league, where he never really shows emotion. So for him to be one of the main people running their mouth to the other team, that was probably the biggest surprise of the whole thing to me. But I mean, if you guys saw it though, it started off the night before. Justin Upton got hit in the head. It was not on purpose. You know, it wasn't on purpose at all. Justin Upton has lots of friends on the Angels, and I highly doubt they would choose Justin Upton to, you know, to throw at, if they were going to throw it at anyone. So started with that, then they came back into the game when they were ahead, threw at Trout's head. They had just had a meeting at the mound, and right after the pitching coach talked to the pitcher, they threw up and in at his chin, and then another second pitch right at his head. You know, that's a little coincidental. You know, the pitcher's trying to say, "Oh, I'm just trying to pitch to his weakness," which Mike Trout's weakness is up in the zone and in fastball, but not at his head. You know what I mean? So that got some stares from Trout. Trout didn't like it. He talked in the media about it. You know, it's like, if you can't pitch inside, don't pitch inside. You know, throw out my ribs, not my head. You know, even at the end of that game, the Angels kind of hung around the dugout a little bit as Nevin was chirping to the other team, yelling at him, cussing at him. You know, saying like, "You don't freaking do that, effing do that, fuck this, fuck that, you know, fuck you," and kind of almost was going to be a brawl at the end of that game. And then, even as much as Nevin denies doing this, he started the bullpen guy, one of our like lower end bullpen guys for the next game instead of the starting pitcher. He opened with an opener. First inning, they threw behind Julio Rodriguez. You know, Julio's like, okay, whatever, shakes it off. They issue warnings. Mariners get mad that they get warned. And then he pitches the rest of that inning, gets out of it fine. Second inning comes along, first batter plunks Winker right in the hip. And at that point, Winker loses it. They're chirping more, and then they just start going at it. They separate them, then they start going at it more again. You know, it was you know, it was like watching old school baseball back in the day, man. So, 4 Angel players, 4 coaches got suspended. 4 players from the Mariners got suspended. I'm kind of surprised that Mariners manager didn't get suspended, because he was right there in the middle of the brawl. Like, he was on the ground fighting. You know? So, you know, it's kind of interesting to see how he didn't get suspended, but it is what it is. Hopefully it lights a fire in the Angels' asses and they get their heads out of their ass and can actually salvage the season, because they ain't looking good. Not looking good at all. But so far today, Trout, Ohtani, and Andrew Velasquez has homered in today's game. But I don't know if we were live since this happened, but the Avalanche Stanley Cup champions were super happy about that. Taking down Tampa Bay in 6 games. Let's get our shades out. We'll take a nap in the cockpit here. Yeah, we'll take a nap. Chill out. So the only thing I'm not sure of is I don't know if it's going to show our top of descent in here until we get closer. It looks like it does in there. Yeah, that green there, it looks like it does. It's just kind of cluttered at the moment because we're so far away. Curse you, Davy Jones Locker. I think Davy Jones Locker cursed you, Kenny. I think it's cursing you, my friend. Yeah, did we offer up any of Skippy? That's why? Oh, you didn't offer. Got it. Yeah, you gotta offer up Skippy as a sacrifice. Gotta offer up old Skippo. Oh, there's a wing view. I couldn't find that wing view before. So if you guys just joined us too, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. It really does help out the stream. See how close we can get to 600 subscribers tonight before we go on vacation. If we do end up going to the baseball game, we're going to try and live stream from the game a little bit on our sports channel. So if you guys sub over there and watch out for that. So we may try to go live from the game if we end up going to it this Saturday. While I watch the Angels beat Mike Trastro. Ooh, excuse me. Guess I'm gonna have to go to that game Saturday. Yeah, so still undecided though. Like I said, it's gonna all depend on my best friend and his family, what they want to do, as well as if we really want to drive 2.5 more hours to Houston there and 2.5 hours back. After all the driving I'm already going to be doing, but I would love to go to the game. But the main reason for going out there is going to see him, visit him and his family. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But we are flying high above the ground. Aiden, hey, how's it going? You're unrated and I appreciate it. Kind words, my friend. Kind words. I appreciate you, Aiden. That's a lot of driving. No, it is going to be a lot of driving. It's going to take me about 20 to 22 hours to get to Texas. And I don't know how I'm going to drive that long, to be honest. But we're going to do it somehow. Don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it somehow. Pure willpower. I know I ain't going to have any energy. Yeah, Texas is going to be the longest part of the whole drive because there's just nothing to see in Texas while you're driving forever. Just flat desert everywhere. But part of it's also to test out the Tesla and see how it performs on a real road trip. You know, the farthest I've gone with it really is to like Vegas, so I wouldn't call that a real road trip because I don't even really have to charge to get there. So, but yeah, we're cruising though, 40,000 feet over Florida. The west coast of Florida. West coast of Florida, seen a little bit of tiny storms along the coast. Nice bigger storm though, going over Alabama, Georgia, stretching pretty much from Louisiana all the way up to North Carolina almost. A little stretch of storms. So, in the back of my head, I'm still debating myself on whether just spending the money to fly. Because what if I fly, then I have more time to spend in Texas. I just don't want to have to worry about rent a car or make them have to pick me up at the airport. But I would be able to stay in Texas longer. But then the other issue you have is what happens if your flight gets delayed, if my flight gets canceled. Like I can't afford to not be back at work on time on Tuesday is the other issue. And driving, I can sightsee more and save a lot of money. But it's a long ass drive. I don't have to worry about checking bags, or they lose my luggage. I don't know. We'll see. Still debating in my head. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Maybe I'll pick up a last minute ticket or something. Trying to justify in my head spending that kind of cash. Because then I also have to pay to keep my car at the airport while I'm gone. That's like $30 a day. So I really have to add up all the cost and really see what it's going to cost to do that. But if I do fly, then I can potentially live stream from inside the cockpit again. And they don't require masks on airplanes anymore. So there's those positive things. You know, I don't want to say this out loud, but knock on wood, I've only ever had my flight, I think, delayed like once in all the flying I've done. Now that I say that, my flight's going to be like, you know, if I get a direct flight, yeah, I probably don't have to worry as much if I have to make connections. So as long as it's direct, I probably will have it. And they're wondering how to make a real flight. What do you mean? I mean, obviously this is a simulator, so it's not a real flight, but we're talking about if I'm going to fly or drive to Texas for vacation. What is this? Oh, how to make a plan in the game, like a flight plan? So what I use is this little thing here. This is free. This is called Sim Toolkit Pro. And so on here, you can do flight planning, and you can make a flight. This is our flight here that we're already doing. But you can make a flight, and it does all the flight planning. It connects to SimBrief. Oh, you're an Xbox? So, I mean, you can use SimBrief to make a flight. So, if you go to simbrief.com, you can sign up for a free SimBrief account. That's going to look like this. That's going to look like this, SimBrief. And so, you can make a flight plan on here from wherever you want to go. And it'll give you your cargo, your weights and everything, fuel you need. It'll give you your whole flight plan here of everything you need. And then you can use that and input information into the Xbox. Like, it won't link directly, I don't think. I'm not entirely familiar with how Xbox and Flight Sim works. I know it's not the same as PC, because we're on PC right now, so... But you can still use that information, I think, on Xbox and put it in to, like, Microsoft's flight planner. So on Microsoft, you know, you can go in here, you can do your fuel and your weights, and all that stuff in here manually. Baron Rojo. How's it going, man? Hola, welcome aboard. We're on our way to Memphis, Tennessee. Still currently over the western part of Florida. About to fly over the panhandle now of Florida. And we're going to enter in part of Georgia, over Alabama, and then into Tennessee. Across a little bit of Mississippi. Yeah, if you guys have not done already, please make sure you smash that subscribe button and that thumbs up button, as it really does help out the stream on our road to 600 subscribers. We can hit 600 subscribers somehow tonight, and we'll have a huge celebration when we come back with some big giveaways when I come back from vacation in about a week. So please smash that and that button and that thumbs up button. Hey, welcome P Goozy. Not sure if I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm horrible with names. Well, welcome, man. Welcome aboard. How are we doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. You said it right? Cool. Well, yay me then, because I hardly ever get names right. Well, glad I said it right. Welcome aboard. He's had too many margaritas. I wish I've had a margarita. I could use a margarita right now. Margarita would sound great. Margarita would sound great right about now. What, the Captain Scam? It is VSEF. I put it on Discord for a vote of what to fly tonight between the PMDG, the Phoenix, the A330, the 747, and then this plane, because I was gifted anonymously this plane. Or, well, I know who it was, but they want to remain anonymous, but they gifted me the plane, and everyone chose that. So we're flying it. So what states are we over right now? Right now we are over the Florida Panhandle. If you look right here, this is us. We're right over the Florida Panhandle. About to cross into Georgia, part of Alabama, or a lot of Alabama, part of Mississippi, and then into Tennessee. But Florida still. Yeah, still Florida. If he did it, oh boy. But I would say though the 777 with the salty mod, it's not horrible. It's not study level. All the buttons don't work, but the salty mod does make it flyable. If that makes sense. So far, so good. It followed LNAV perfectly. It followed the VNAV profile so far perfectly. It stopped at the altitude restriction that we did have. We only had one. And then it climbed on its own. It's got a top of descent marker. It's got a top of cruise marker, the little banana on the navigation. The sounds are pretty good. It's got a fully modeled cargo. You can go in from the cockpit. The cockpit door opens. You can go into the cargo. I mean, the plane is modeled really well. And it still needs some work for sure. But if you really love 777s and you don't want to wait, I mean, it's only $20. And with this free salty mod, it makes it somewhat decent. But it's doing better than the MD-11 on launch. I guess you could say that. I mean, the MD-11 is a lot better now, though, than what this is. But, you know, like I said, it's viable if you just want to have fun flying a plane and you don't care that all the bells and whistles, you know, don't work like a PMDG or a Phoenix. But again, you're paying, you know, triple or 4 times the price for those planes as well. So, you know, it's got some promise that could be really done if Salty Sim or someone comes in and steps in and does something. You know, even the PMDG doesn't have sunshades or a tray table. Even though my tray table's dirty, I didn't clean it. So, but it's got working sunshades, working cockpit door. Go in here for those of you that are with us now that didn't see it already. But you can go in here and you can go into the cargo. It obviously doesn't show any cargo in here, but you can go in the door at least. You know, it opens. Close it back. Is the bathroom open? Nope. So, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as it was. But yes, I would agree, Drew. Phoenix and the PMDG are definitely worth the price. Yes, for sure. Oh, you can put a cup in there. See, as we keep exploring, we keep finding new little hidden Easter eggs, or whatever you want to call them. I guess you can put a cup in there. So, It has a tray table and window shades. Alright. I think you're getting what you're paying for when you pay $67. You're getting a plane that is worth that much. True. Yes, Captain Mitchell, I would agree. Like I said, if you're paying the $80 to $100 for a plane, and if you're buying it from the right person, you're usually getting what you pay for. You know, this plane, like I said, the model aspect of the outside of the plane stuff looks really good. The cargo looks pretty good. Cockpit doesn't look that bad. You know, and obviously it could be better. But for 20 bucks, and if you want to fly a big plane until we get one, I mean, 20 bucks really is not that bad. You know, people need to get paid, but Phoenix, yes, PMDG, nah. They made so much money on selling this one plane. Yeah, but if you look at it, so did Phoenix, Kenny. I mean, the price between the PMDG and the Phoenix, we're talking less than 10 bucks for difference. You know, PMDG's someone that's been around for years and has a better track record, or a proven track record of their aircraft. Or Phoenix, brand new developer, you know, I'm sure as they go along, if they develop more stuff, their planes are probably going to get more expensive. But they're new to the market. It's the first time I think they've released something. So they wanted to make sure that their plane was a little bit more cheaper than the PMDG just to draw more interest, which is fine. But I mean, you know, if you don't want to pay for it, don't get it. If you do, do. But I mean, the developers definitely deserve to get paid for their work. Everyone should not expect everything to be free. I mean, there's not many people out there in the world that ever want to work for free. You know what I mean? Most people want to get paid for their time and their service. And, you know, so a company, especially like PMDG, I mean, there's a lot of people they employ with that money. It's not like it's just one person made a plane and they made millions of dollars just for that one person. You know what I mean? You know, they have a huge company that they do and develop stuff for, and all that technology they have. I mean, it costs a lot of money to develop a plane like the PMDG or like the Phoenix. It costs a lot of time and a lot of money to really develop that kind of stuff. So, Pete, what is your favorite aircraft? 737 is my all-time favorite type of aircraft. So I definitely love the PMDG now that's on Microsoft. I love the Zebo back in X-Plane. But the Boeing 737, 700, 800, 900, the Boeing Maxes, those are definitely my favorite. Overall, if you're talking about between Airbus and Boeing, I favor Boeing a lot more than Airbus. However, I still love Airbus too. I love flying the A320, A321, you know, the A330 I like flying, so I still like Airbus, but I prefer Boeing. Boeing is my favorite brand of aircraft. P3D itself is expensive? Yeah, P3D is very expensive. Talking all time? Yeah, all time would definitely be the 737, 700, 800, 800 Max. Those are definitely my all-time favorite. If we're just talking like passenger jets, we're talking private jets, I love the Falcon, the Salt Falcon 50X or whatever it's called. And I know there's one coming out from Microsoft supposed to be really good, and I'm excited for that. And across the different platform, I've had it to buy for FSX, then PVV twice, and this is all at full value. I mean, yes, Kenny, but again, they're all three different sims. It's like, if you want to use all the different sims, you got to buy the aircraft for each sim, because it's not made entirely the same. It's got to work for that sim. You know what I mean? It's like buying. It's kind of like. How do I explain it? It's like comparing like PlayStation, Xbox. If you want to play an Xbox, you got to buy an Xbox game. If you want to play on PlayStation, you got to buy the PlayStation version of the game. But it's still the same game, and you can still play against each other on multiplayer cross-platform, but you still have to buy the game separately if you want to use it on different consoles. So it's kind of like comparing it like that from the way that you described it. But P3D is super expensive. I do have P3D. I went in it once, never went back. I didn't like it. I wasn't about to pay for all the add-ons to add in Ortho and all that stuff when I was already so heavily invested in X-Plane and now Microsoft. So the only reason I did buy it was because I wanted the PMDG. I was trying to get the PMDG for FSX, but I couldn't get it downloaded for some reason. So I bought P3D to be able to fly the PMDG. Ended up liking it. A lot of community is kids that don't work, yes, but again, kids have parents. Parents can provide for their children. I mean, like I said, nothing in the world's really for free, you know what I mean? There are some things out there like the Zebo mod, someone developed that for free. But even then, it's still not really developed for free because they take donations and people still donate to them, so they're still making money, and I'm sure if they weren't getting any donations, the Zebo mod probably never would have developed as far as it did, because it, like I said, it takes a lot of time and effort to make something like that. You know I donated. I know lots of other streamers have donated to the Zebo, that, you know, the maker of Zebo. So I mean, I get it. They're kids, but again, flight simulation hobby, though, is not, you know, flight simulation hobby in general is not a cheap hobby. You know what I mean? This isn't really, you know, if you want all the high fidelity stuff and a real simulator, it's not a cheap hobby. If, you know, if you are a kid that can't afford it, the more route, and Microsoft is based towards this, Microsoft comes with a lot of planes that are completely flyable and good for kids to kind of just fly around and mess around with. But if you're really serious about learning to fly an aircraft and really learn the ins and outs of an aircraft, it's going to cost you money, just like if you were to go to flight school. You know, you can't go to flight school for free to learn the same information you can teach yourself in a simulator for a lot less money on your own than going to, you know, flight school and paying thousands of dollars for that. You know what I mean? Honestly, they can do better. We don't want free, however, economies of scale is not being passed on. Appreciate the platforms are different. Christopher, hey, welcome aboard. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Thank you. It's not being passed on. I appreciate that platforms are different, but yeah, like I said, it's not a cheap hobby, man. It's not for the faint of heart. I mean, I've spent so much money on all this crap. Thousands and thousands of dollars throughout the years on flight simulation. You know, I mean, can you think of it this way? This is a lot cheaper than trying to go to a real simulator that costs thousands and millions of dollars to buy. You know, even, you know, think of the full cockpit simulator that Fly with Rookie has. You know, that's not cheap. You know, and you want something like that, that's, you know, it's like buying a house. You know, so on the PC, paying $60 for an aircraft and the controls and stuff, a lot cheaper than, you know, a lot of things to where you can learn. But if you really want to learn, it's definitely not free. You know, but people do use these platforms to really go and get their pilot license, and when they do go, you know, they're way ahead of the curve because they've already had so many hours in a flight simulator that is, you know, true to the real life aircraft, and they know where all the switches are, they know how to get the plane started, and, you know, and it really helps kind of propel them faster through flight school. You know, they don't have to spend so much time in a classroom or spend so much time already in simulators when they've already done it. You know, it really helps for their check rides. And, you know, even real pilots I've talked to, they'll use like Microsoft or X-Plane to just do their check ride before they go do a check ride, they'll go hop on their computer and they'll fly the PMDG, or they'll fly the Zebo, or they'll fly the Phoenix, and they can replicate all the stuff they would do on a check ride, and so it refreshes them and they're ready to go, and they just breeze through their check ride in real life. But again, that's why stuff like that costs money, because of what you can benefit from using it for. You know, I don't know. I've never really had too much of an issue, paying for the good aircraft. It's paying for something, though, that's not good is where, like, for example, when this plane first came out, was not good at all, and probably was a huge ripoff, even with it only being 20 bucks. But people have come in out of the kindness now and helped develop it a little bit more without charging extra money to make it somewhat flyable. You know what I mean? Yeah, the full motion sims in the FedEx building are $500 an hour to rent. Yes, so see, it's not cheap. You pay the one-time fee for the aircraft for 60 bucks, and you pay maybe $500 for your flight controls, and then you can fly the simulator anytime at home you want. So you say $500 flight controls, 60 bucks for the game, or probably 100 bucks for the game when it first came out. 60 bucks for that, so we're talking like 700 bucks or so. And you have a simulator you can fly all the time instead of going just for an hour. So, I mean, you really are getting what you pay for, but I understand both sides, where the people that can't afford that kind of stuff still want to be able to do it. And they still can with planes like this that are 20 bucks. They can still enjoy flying, but they're not going to have something necessarily always study level. But then again, you got the fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire is free, completely free. And that's, close to a study level plane. A lot of that stuff works in the plane, and they're constantly adding to it. It's probably going to be, in X-Plane you have the Zebo and the PMDG to compare to each other, right? The Zebo is free, and then now on Microsoft you have the Airbus version that's free and going to be study level in the fly-by-wire. But then you also have now the Phoenix you could pay for that's a little bit ahead of the fly-by-wire. But they both have their own unique qualities that make them their own. The fly-by-wire is really good for free. I know they've done a lot of updating to it recently. They're going to have like the co-pilot option now in fly-by-wire. I did see that. FS2 Crew is coming out with, or has come out with a co-pilot add-on for the fly-by-wire. So that's not free, but you can add that and make that experience much more real with the co-pilot here. That you can have the co-pilot, do things in the cockpit and stuff like that. So yeah, it really just all comes down to what you're looking to get out of things. But I understand both sides of the ball. It's expensive, because I felt the same way as I was a kid, first getting into this stuff. I mean, it was expensive. I didn't have the best aircraft and the best controls. I didn't have rudder pedals. I used a Cytec joystick, and I used it for everything. It had throttles on the joystick. I didn't have separate throttles, but I used it for everything, no matter what I was flying. Boeing, Airbus, helicopters, whatever, you name it. That's all I had. And a keyboard. Well, actually, I started flying with a keyboard and a mouse. A keyboard and a mouse in Microsoft 98 on a laptop that was like super old. Definitely was not probably the best to try and play, but I've played on laptops for the longest time until I finally got this PC built, which I got right before Microsoft 2020 came out. Because obviously, I saw the trailer for Microsoft, was completely blown away. Never thought a simulator would ever look this good, and I knew I had to get a PC. There was no way I was doing it on a laptop. If I did do it on a laptop, I'd have to pay a fortune for a gaming laptop, which might as well get a PC. So that finally got me converted to a PC when this game came out, or or the simulator came out. So you don't need a co-pilot, you just fire them. Pretty much. We fired Linda. We haven't seen Linda in a long time. Because we got rid of Linda. So right now we're over Alabama. Just entered over Alabama a little bit ago. You can see all the clouds down there because there is a storm that we're flying over right now. So there is a storm down there. That's going across the south of the United States right now from Louisiana up towards North Carolina. So you can see all the storm clouds below us. So if you guys are just joining us too, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button and subscribe button for us. Really do appreciate it. I'm looking to have a big celebration when we come back from vacation in a week. Hoping to be able to celebrate 600 subscribers and do some giveaways for you guys. Hoping we can do that. Alright, hang on one sec, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta check on something. Hold on. Alright, we're back. Heard a funny noise, went to go check on it. Make sure nothing was wrong. So we are back. So, where was I? I was getting carried away there and just kind of rambling on about the costs and everything of simulators and airplane prices and all that good stuff. Welcome, Tevi. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Sorry about that if I'm not. But welcome, Tevi, to the stream. Welcome everyone to the stream. As we are on our way to Memphis in the Captain Sim 777. So far, you know, not too bad. You lost me a long time ago. All I have is money. Oh boy. Speaking of which, though, Mike, when are you gonna fly with us? I know you got. Didn't you just get your rig all set up, or you're about to get your computer all set up, so you can start flying along with us? Hopefully, you can start flying with us when I get back from vacation. Go back to the wing view here for a little bit. Look at those clouds down there. Oh my. Just an amazing view in Microsoft. I don't think Microsoft ever disappoints. So let's check real quick though where we're at top of descent wise here. I know we should be fairly decent. Foster, you're not far in front of us right now. We're catching up. Alright, so there's our top of descent. Still over 80 miles away. Not too far, though. So we can actually probably go ahead and start looking at our descent here. So we're doing the vans to arrival into Memphis. So we're coming in here from Wazir on the vans 2 here. We got some altitude restrictions to meet. We're going to see how well the VNAV in this plate operates, or if we're going to have to switch to manual descent, and we'll kind of see. So we're going to come here, we're going to branch off here, and this is where it becomes vectors into our approach because we're landing north. Maybe Drew or someone can get me some updated METAR data for Memphis. Because the last thing I have for Memphis is they are landing and arriving north. So I think we're good. I'm just waiting to get Microsoft Flight Simulator. Something took me priority over that. Ah, got it. Didn't I donate to you Microsoft Flight Simulator copy at one point, Mike? Brad, I thought I donated you for that, Mike, for the game. Or you won a prize or something like that. I forget. Show Volanta. I don't have Volanta Gimme Sticks. I use Sim Toolkit Pro. Is what I use. So this is what we're using for our flight tracking. So I use Sim Toolkit Pro. I haven't switched over to Volanta. I've tried to download Volanta, and my computer's giving me issues with it, saying that it's a super bad website, and I'm going to get some kind of virus if I do it, so it won't even let me go to the website to download it. So I might have to have someone send me a copy of the file or something. But I eventually do plan on trying it to see how well I like it, but I haven't been able to get it downloaded yet because of that virus protection on my PC. I've even turned off the firewall, and it's still blocking it somehow. So, maybe its controller is online. Let me see. Got Jacksonville, Houston, Dallas, KC, DC. No, nothing's online for Memphis yet. T-Mac hates me for using Simply Pro over Volanta. Oh boy. Sim Aviator, man, welcome aboard, sir. How are we doing? How you doing on this lovely, was it Tuesday? I don't even know what date it is anymore. Lovely Tuesday. Leo Sticks, what's up, man? Welcome aboard, too. No, I want a prize for Flight Sim. Ah, got it, Mike. Got it. Where is Mr. T-Mac, Mr. James? I haven't seen T-Mac in a while. What's he been doing? Tuesday? Yeah. I'm planning 3-6 left. Okay, I'm planning 3-6 center, James, so we should be fine on our approach. Since we'll be landing 2 different runways. So, but yeah, what's up? First time aboard. Hope all's well. What's up? Welcome aboard, Mr. Leo. I check out your content as well, time to time as I get time. It's hard to keep up with everyone's content. There's so much good content up there in streamers that I know, and with streaming ourselves and working full time, it's hard to watch everything, but I do float float around a little bit, watching everyone's stream. Think he's sleeping right now? I don't know. Well, wake his ass up. Wake his ass up. But yeah, between real life and then we stream as well. Mr. Leo, thank you for the sub, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, between working full-time, streaming 6 days a week, for the most part, between Flight Sim and our sports podcast stream that we do as well. Because we do our sports podcast stream, we do the Flight Sim stream, plus real world work. You know, not a whole lot of extra time in there. Hey, P. Ghazi, you still here? Sweet. This is calming, honestly. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. Oh, there we got some updated METAR data. 10 degrees on the winds. 3015 for Memphis. Nice. Okay. Not too bad conditions. Should be some pretty good conditions for our landing. We're going to see how well this bird lands. Like I said, we have not done any flights in this bird yet. Have not done any flights, landings, takes offs, except for what we're doing now. The only thing I did before the stream was I just powered on the aircraft, turned the engines on, and made sure like my yoke was working, the throttles were working. And I taxied a little bit to make sure my rudders were working, it would turn. That's all I did. So, remember how awesome the built-in multiplayer for the old Microsoft was? Working comms and for HTC, miss that. Yeah, no. I do miss how, like, when you didn't want to fly in the network, FSX had really good ATC in-game. You know what I mean? X-Plane definitely ATC shit. The new Microsoft ATC, not good. But I do miss that about FSX, where it had decent ATC, you know, and I did like the multiplayer and all that stuff, so. I sent that to you like 5 minutes ago. You sent what, the METAR data? Did I miss it? I missed it when I was rambling on about Microsoft simulator prices and airplane prices, and I probably missed it. Are you gonna get X-Plane 12 simulator? I don't know. I've been racking around in my brain with that decision for quite a while. With all the planes that have come out from Microsoft now and are still in the works from Microsoft, every day it's getting harder and harder for me to go back to X-Plane, to be honest. I mean, the only places I really fly in X-Plane are in the United States, because it's the only place I have really good ortho and scenery everywhere. I do have some good airports like outside the United States, but not good ortho everywhere. And I really don't want to spend that much time putting ortho into X-Plane and re-downloading all that stuff, re-downloading all the ortho, the airplanes. However, as a content creator streamer, I almost feel like I'm obligated to still get it and still fly it, because I'm definitely not out of X-Plane 11 forever. I just don't know if I really want to upgrade to X-Plane 12. I think I'm gonna wait when it comes out, maybe for at least a couple weeks, to see others stream it and to see if there's a huge difference. Because if there's not a huge difference, I don't know if I really want to upgrade all that stuff. You know what I mean? It'll definitely be a bit of work, yeah, to download all the ortho again, and oh, yeah, no, because I would have to either buy a new hard drive too, or completely erase X-Plane, and I don't want to do that in case it doesn't work in X-Plane 12. So I'd have to buy a whole new hard drive, because I'm already close to out of space on what I got now. You know, with all the ortho, and I don't even have that much downloaded. I got like 6 terabytes almost of. I got 6 terabytes on my computer of memory. I got a 2 terabyte SSD and a 4 terabyte for the scenery and stuff. And I'm almost out of room on both. I don't have much left. What do I got left here? Yeah, see, this is all I got left. I got 377 gigabytes left on my 2 terabyte and half a gigabyte almost left of, or half a terabyte left of the other drive, where I keep all the scenery here and I keep the games here, and I link the two together. Yo, Mr. T-Mac, welcome aboard. Finally, James woke you up, I see. You'll definitely see me on day one. Really? Yeah, but I know you fly a lot of X-Plane still, from what I've seen. And like I said, we're definitely not out of X-Plane forever. I'm still probably going to use X-Plane both. We're just obviously going to be using a lot more Microsoft than we are X-Plane, I think, at this point. Maybe you should check the score. I don't want to check the score, Mike. I've already gotten text messages. I know it's not good. I know it's not good. I don't want to look. I never want to touch Ortho against Marcos. Oh, I feel you on that one, man. X-Plane's got to do something with that. They just got to make Ortho easier to install, at least. Like a drag and drop scenery option where you just drag it into your folder, you know? They got to somehow make that easier to install. Even if they don't end up doing something like Microsoft does with all this, you know, at least make the Ortho easier to install where you don't have to worry about the order. It does the order for you. You know, I know there's X-Organizer that I use for X-Plane, which is a lifesaver. If you don't have X-Organizer, you need X-Organizer. And that will help organize the scenery so it works correctly automatically for you. But even that sometimes doesn't do everything, and you still have to manually manipulate some things. It's just a pain in the butt. Yeah, T-Mac, so what we're going to be flying into is the free scenery for Memphis. I did download the freeware scenery for Memphis before our flight today. And it's not anywhere as good as X-Plane's scenery, but I guess it's a little bit better than default. You know what I mean? And it's free, so. I've been doing manually, but now it's just a routine. Doesn't bother me anymore. Nah, it still bothers me. Like the load time, loading into the simulator bothers me. Like from being in Microsoft so much, is when every time I do go back to X-Plane, because we flew an X-Plane what, a week or two ago? We did some X-Plane, but I noticed so much more stuff in X-Plane now that makes me mad that I don't have to deal with in Microsoft, and it just makes me notice more stuff that I don't like when I go back. Like the load time takes forever. Microsoft loads real quick for me. X-Plane takes forever. If you click out of the screen, it crashes. Microsoft, I can click out of the screen, it doesn't crash when it's loading. Thank you for that score, Mike. I hate you. They had some Fedex 787s? Really? I did not know that. The only thing that I wish Microsoft had that X-Plane has is it needs a better replay system like X-Plane has, and it needs X camera for Microsoft to do better camera views easier. Because even in Microsoft, to go outside and do your wing views, you know, you have to manipulate the files on that to trick the plane thinking that you're still inside the cockpit, even though you're outside the cockpit. You know, it wasn't even until the Phoenix came out, really, or this plane, that you could even open the cockpit door on a plane. Most couldn't even open the door. To get into the cabin, you had to go and trick the view outside and then go back inside. Yeah, the camera system and the replay system is my biggest gripe with Microsoft as well, James. Hopefully a bunch of that stuff is fixed in 12. Yeah, I don't know, man. From seeing it in person at the expo, I wasn't impressed whatsoever. I feel like they're worrying about all the wrong things, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and reset our top of descent here. Top of descent's going to go down to... let's go down to 10,000 to start. So I'll bring this down here. We'll see if it automatically starts descending here for us. But yeah, I feel like X-Plane, and it's ridiculous that we don't have a flyby tower view and all that. Yes, Microsoft definitely needs that. I don't know why they don't have that. And why the replay system, you know, doesn't actually replay where you have to record it and then replay it, so you're just replaying your flight. You know, you have to leave the engines on, the flaps on. So, I mean, the only kind of cool thing about the replay system in Microsoft, I guess, is that when you replay and you turn the replay back on, right, on Microsoft, all the plane comes to life. If you pause it, let the plane come back to life, you can actually stop the replay, or you could close out the replay, and you could actually fly the landing again. You could actually take control of your airplane, fly it back into the airport like you're trying to land again if you want to just do practice landings. If you just record your landing, start the recorder again after undoing it, you could actually keep redoing your landing. So that's one of the only things about the replay that would come in handy in Microsoft. Other than that, it sucks. Yeah, so I've done that before. So if you let the plane come back to life and the replay, you can take back control of the airplane and fly it again. So I've done that before. The only thing though is if you go to start like a new flight, sometimes things look weird or they don't work right once you've used the replay system. So you kind of have to reload your flight again and reload back in sometimes. That's another kind of thing they got to improve in Microsoft, hopefully. Again, that could be achieved with slew. I mean, well, yeah, you could slew your aircraft, but just saying, you could use that with the replay, though. Mike, I don't like you right now. Trying to think positive thoughts. Alright, so we're reaching our top of descent here. Let's see if this plane actually descends on its own. Oh, looks like it does. We're starting to descent. Let's see if it's a controlled descent and if we're going to hit our restrictions. So we got some restrictions on here. We'll see if we actually hit them. Down to 10,000, and then that's going to vector us to our arrival. Now, I'm not sure how to program the ILS in here, or even if that's possible. I feel like it's not. It might just know. If I go to nav radio here, it looks like it's already going to have it in already. So if I put the course in, maybe. Let's get our chart here for 36 center. So our nav radio is actually wrong on here. It's not 11050. It's supposed to be. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oh wait, no, it is 11050. Okay. And then our course is 360, which is 0. So the course is correct. And this is correct, so maybe it will do it already based on that. So there's no knobs to turn here otherwise. For all that. So, we'll see if it grabs the ILS approach, see if it flies it right. Same with this, we'll just keep an eye on things. Let's look at our fuel. So our fuel is actually good, we're not out of fuel. So the Salty mod did fix the fuel issue this plane had, it looks like. Gaming Canal, hey, aloha, welcome. I'm assuming you're coming to us from Hawaii. I'm getting hated on for some reason. Yeah, because you keep reminding me the Angels are sucking right now and getting their ass kicked. So I wonder why. Getting some hate, some shade thrown at your way, Mike. Just because your Astros beat the Mets like 9-0 doesn't mean you gotta throw shade at the Angels. Yeah, so you're going to get some shade your way, Mr. Mike. Streamlabs might accidentally time you out for some reason. Robson, hey, hello. You need to remove this discounting from your route. Yeah, no, we'll remove it when we get closer. So it's a vectored approach. So if we're talking about right here on a discontinuity, so yeah, it's right there because we're going to be vectoring for the approach, and then we'll rejoin this waypoint. So from our star arrival, this is our last waypoint, which I can show you in the chart here. So this is our last waypoint right here. From here, we got to vector ourselves this way into our arrival at 36 center. So that's why there's a discontinuity. We'll get rid of it as we get there. Oh, we will. So, if you guys are just joining us too, please don't forget to smash down the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Really helps out the stream. We're looking to hopefully have a 600 sub celebration when we return from vacation in a week after the holiday. We're going to have a big 600 subscriber celebration. Broke 60k. 60k for what? Oh, on your points? Nice. First to 60k. Mr. Robson, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. The alert's a little delayed, but I appreciate you for subscribing. I see you above me. Am I directly above you now? Because we're descending. Let's see if we can see. We can see James down here anywhere. I don't see you, James. Oh wait, now I see you. Now I see you. James, you might want to step it up. Hey, Anthony Rodriguez. Hey, welcome back. Again, Robson, thank you for subscribing, man. Huge enough float is you. Let's get a good welcome in chat to Mr. Robson. Welcome, sir. You have this 777-F too? Do you have the accelerating to Mach 2? Alright, James, do it. Wait, did you really? Because I think... Oh, there you are. Looks like I lost you. Yeah, hopefully I don't... I either... Oh, wait. Damn! Damn, James. Hit those afterburners, didn't you? Really hit them afterburners. Oh, goddamn. James wasn't joking when he said accelerating to Mach 2. Rest in peace packages on that plane. Good lord. Settle down, James. Settle down. Don't get in trouble with the FFA. FAA. Give you a speeding ticket. Just to get a little bit of speed brakes out here. Help slow us down just a tad. Because we are going a little quick. I'll bring the speed brakes back in. Get rid of our shades. So we're passing 22,000 here, looking good. Looking to go down to 10,000. we are looking good so far. A little thing called Alt plus T helps you, huh? Right? That's why I don't use Fedex mic. I know. James really turned on the afterburners. So, we can still see him down there though, but not much of an issue at this point. But he is lower than us. It says, breaking news, Travis Barker has been reportedly taken to the hospital by ambulance. The Blink-182 drummer, for those of you that don't know who Travis Barker is. Or maybe you don't know who Blink-182 is. But I would hope you would know who Blink-182 is. Oh god, it's 10-3. Why'd I have to look at the score? Why did you go to hospital? It doesn't say. Hold on, let's see. It says he's lying on a stretcher outside Cedar Sinai. TMZ first reported his wife, Golden Star Courtney Kardashian, reportedly followed behind him. His condition was unclear around the time news broke. Barker's 16-year-old daughter posted on her Instagram story, "Please send your prayers." Barker also retrieves the phase "God Save Me" earlier on Tuesday, though that may have been a reference to his recent song with Kelly. Blah blah blah. Yeah, doesn't say. No news yet on what happened to it. Hey Cam, is the plane good? The plane's flyable, Cam, with the salty mod. So far, have not really had any issues. The fuel works. The controls work. So far, the VNAV and the LNAV works fine. Haven't really, like I said, any good real issues yet. The VNAVs worked, LNAVs worked, autopilots worked fine. So definitely makes it flyable. I think for 20 bucks, it's not necessarily that bad of an option, as long as you put the salty mod in it. And you do have to have the regular, I think, salty mod installed in here too on the 747 for it to work, I think, from what I read. Why'd you look at score? You know I'm going to keep you updated. I know, Mike. I couldn't help but look. So, but yeah, so far though, like I said, it's obviously not anywhere close to like Beam to G or the Phoenix or anything like that, because all the buttons are not operational. Just the ones you really need are operational to get the plane flying. But the FMC works fine, just like the salty mod. So for 10-4 now, Angels Cam making a comeback. Oh boy. Someone hit a home run. So yeah, Cam, for sure, like I said, for 20 bucks, it's really not that bad of an option. If you really love flying the 777, it's really not, you know. Cabin tour if you can. Southwest. Hey, Southwest. Yeah, we're about to reach 10,000 feet where we need to vector ourselves, but I can real quick. So you can go into the galley here. And you can look around here in the galley. The flight attendants would be, and then you can go into the cargo hold, where the cargo hold is modeled. So you can go all in there. That was real quick, because we got to focus on our approach here. So, once we start vectoring ourselves, let me bring up the replay tool too before I forget. Don't let me forget to start the replay, please, on our final approach. You're welcome, Southwest 678, man. Make sure you please don't forget to smash down that sub button and that thumbs up button for me if you like the cabin tour. As we are getting ready to land in Memphis. I'm going to slow down for you. Well, if you want to vector yourself a little more left, as you're landing 3-6 left, I'm landing 3-6 center, James. As long as we don't, like, go over top, I'm, like, right over top of you. I would just vector yourselves. I'm going to vector myself, I think. So I'm going to start our turn here a little early. So I'm going heading select here. So there we go. So we don't hit James. Oh, almost hit James. Getting pretty close, James. We're trying to do formation flying or what? James over here trying to do some formation flying with me. Going into the 8th now. Thanks for the update, Mike. Thanks for just crushing my dreams. Reminding me that the halos suck. So, but after this song, we'll get our sounds turned back up. So our first waypoint, we need to be down to 4,000 feet. Right about here, so... Let's see, what's our nest is actually our first one. Wait, this is 3-6 left, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one here. 3-6 center. Southwest 8, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Your stream just popped up on my screen. Very great channel. I appreciate you very much. I love Southwest Airlines, by the way, so I love your name. I love your name. Alright, so for nest, we need to be at 3,000 feet. So we're going to start descending down to 3,000 here. Let's put that in. We're going to go 3,000. So I'm going to go vertical speed on this. And so we're going to bring our speed down to about 230. And I don't need to descend that quickly, so we're going to put it at about 1,000 feet per minute, I think. Maybe 900. 900 feet per minute should be good. Mike, what is the score? Dang it, Kenny. So yeah, some more to love. We passed 30 likes. Nice. I know we're getting close to 600 subscribers. I'm hoping that either we hit 600 subscribers tonight or sometime during my vacation that I'm going to be going on here on Wednesday. So during the week that I'm gone, if we hit it, we're going to have a big celebration when we get back. We'll do something special. And obviously there will be giveaways. Got to give something away for 600 subs. Gaming buddies, hey, hello, brother. How are you, my friend? I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? I'm doing, you know, anytime we're flying, I'm doing good. Anytime we're flying, we're doing good. Alright, so let's get our approach in here. So we're going to land flaps 25. So land speed's going to be 135, so 1340 on the landing. We're vectoring ourselves out for the arrival here. We're going to vector ourselves this way, and then we'll make our turn in. Probably actually get a little bit closer. Hopefully James just doesn't run into us. I'm not sure where James went, but hopefully our vector gave James room to get in there. Did I already miss the ending of the last song, or is this... I guess we'll go the ending of this song then now. We'll get our sounds turned back up. So we're going to go ahead and get all of our lights turned back on here as well. There we go. Turn a little bit more in now. So no ATC online at the moment for Memphis, so we're on our own. Did you shut the altimeter? I did not. What was the altimeter? 3015, right? Forgot the altimeter. 3015. Okay. So I'm gonna bring our speed down to 200 now. And we're gonna go flaps 1. So flaps 1 are out. We're gonna go ahead and arm the speed brake. I don't think I need to arm the speed brake on this. Okay, so we're looking good here, so we can go ahead and change this discontinuity. Put that in there, and we can execute. And we're going to go ahead back on LNAV here. And we're going to arm the approach. There we go. LNAV activated now. Let's go ahead and get this music turned off. We're going to get our sounds back up. Update altimeter 3017. Okay. 3017. Been updated. Okay, no more score updates until we're on the ground. Yes, don't distract me with the bad scores. So let's go ahead and bring our speed back even more here. I'll bring in this. Keep it at right there for now. Let's see, is James on my radar still? So James is still in front of us. He should be able to go past us before we get there now. So the vectoring, I think, worked. Gave us some good separation. Don't forget the replay finally. Remind me once we're fully configured. I have the replay open, but I'm not going to start it until we're fully configured. The greaser is required to urge Angels on for a Grand Slam. Alright, well, let's see if we can get a greaser. First time ever landing this bird. No idea how it lands, so we're going to see. We are going to see how well we can land it. We do have a super long runway in Memphis, so we do have some room to play with. We are about 20 miles out from the airport right now. James is not 20 miles in front of us. He's like 10 miles in front of us somewhere. So James is going to be landing right before us. The best thing I've heard on this channel. Yeah, no pressure. The Angel's future rests in my hands now. Thanks for all that pressure. As if I didn't have enough pressure on me. Alright, so we're getting down to 3,000 here. Then we're going to go 2,000 will be the glide slope at Ginny.
Memphis traffic, Fedex 2451 heavy, 10-mile final on the ILS for runway 36 left, Memphis traffic.
Memphis traffic, FedEx 466 Heavy is about 15-mile final for 36 center. Memphis traffic. At least in your vision they are rallying. Yeah, in my mind they're rallying. $600 subs, sweet. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys' support. Let's get our auto brake on as well. We'll go auto brake 3, I guess. Thank you guys very much for your support on helping us reach our next level of 600 subs. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Alright, so we got the airport in sight up ahead. I'm gonna go flaps 5 here. Bring your speed down some more. 180. Actually, let's go 172. It's 172. And we're going to bring speed brakes out some more. We're going to go to 15 here. And then I'm going to switch to the outside view here, and we're going to go... Views for gear. Oh, there it is. Gear down. Thank you guys. Thanks, James. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you guys as always. Gear's coming out. Nice view of the gear there. Back into the cockpit now. So, we haven't captured anything yet. We are going to go down now to 2,000.
Memphis traffic, FedEx 2451 Heavy, 2-mile final runway, 36 left, Memphis.
See James right there in the air a little bit. Alright, so let's bring our speed down even more here. We're gonna go flap 20. And our final landing speed again. 140. Memphis Center, FedEx 466 Heavy, 8-mile final, 36 center. Memphis traffic. Take a shot for me. Thanks for the score, Mike. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna go final approach speed here at 140. And then we're gonna go final flap of 25. So, with that, autopilot has been disengaged, and auto throttle is off, my throttle. We are fully configured. I'm going to start the replay, and enjoy the departure in.
Memphis traffic, FedEx 2451 Heavy, clear of 36 left, Memphis.
We're a little high. We'll get it down in there. Follow our little flight directors here. crosswind here. Right up there, fighting the crosswind here a little bit. Continue. A little high, but a long runway.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Loading it a little bit.
10.
Alright, we're down. Reversers are out. Nose down gently. Alright, we are down. 60 knots, doubling the reversers, going over to manual braking. Welcome to Memphis, everyone. Definitely don't think that was a butter, but we'll see how it looked. Alright, welcome to Memphis, everyone. Take one of these turns here towards the end of the runway. We got a minus 54 7-second float. Nice. I don't think we did too bad for our first ever landing here in the 777. Like I said, we had no practice flights whatsoever. So we're going to make a right here. Memphis track Fedex 466 heavy, clear runway 367. Memphis. Not too bad. SimClip Pro gave us a pretty firm landing on that. Like, we were coming down nice and smooth, and then, like, it started to really float, I think. And then I kind of just let it set itself down. I didn't want to float too much. We're going to go park at the FedEx ramp here, and we'll see definitely how it goes. The score isn't saying it's a butter. No, it's not. So, like I said, we'll see what it looked like on the replay. That's really going to be our judge of how good the landing was. Probably a pretty average landing for cargo, to be honest. Gave us a minus 332 on that one. One of our highest landings we've had in quite a while. We haven't been getting that in the PVG. But again, like I said, first time flying this plane, and it did seem to want to float. At least that's kind of how it felt.
Memphis traffic, FedEx 2451 heavy crossing runway 09, Memphis.
FedEx slam it down in real life, yeah. Cargo, yeah, they do pretty much slam it down. Memphis traffic, FedEx 466 heavy crossing 27, Memphis. So we're gonna go park in front of the building, I guess, where it says FedEx down there. I guess we can get those lights out there. Taxi background music going on here. I should probably pay attention to where I'm taxiing. There's the fire truck that was waiting for us just in case we really crashed on our approach. So we're going to turn in here. So definitely not as good as the X-Plane scenery for the Memphis scenery. This is freeware scenery, though, that you can download off the flightsim.to store. I think it makes it a little bit better than like the default, at least. But it still needs work. Spoilers in. I'm going to leave our flaps down because you have to have them down for the replay. Because we're going to turn in right here. Oh, need a little more power. Pull on in here. Alright, set a parking brake. There we go, we have arrived. There is Mr. James coming in here next. We'll park here at the FedEx ramp. Like I said, the scenery is not bad for pre-scenery. You can download it from sim.to store for free. We'll stop the recording here. We'll let Mr. James park. And then we'll get off of Vatsim and we'll do our replay. Or get off, Vatsim, do the replay here. There is Mr. James. Your plane looks so much tinier compared to mine. James looks like he's flying a baby plane. So much smaller. So there's Mr. James. Appreciate you flying along with us, James. We're going to disconnect from Vatsim now. We can take a look at our replay. Looks like James is going to back it in. Now there's parking on this side too, so in Memphis you can park on both sides. Alright, here is replay. Inflex. Let's go here. We'll look at the wing view in first, I guess. Size does not matter. I don't know. That's not what she said. Nice flight. Yes, it was a very nice flight. Appreciate you flying with us, Mr. James.
1,000.
As always. Try to add some points to Jared James for flying with us. I don't know if I did it right. I think that's how I do it. You took the words right out of my mouth, man.
500.
Let me get some music back on here. So there you go, Joyce. James, don't spend it all in one place. My little appreciation for you flying along with us tonight. If you guys are just joining us too and new, make sure you please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. We did hit 600 subscribers tonight, so when I come back from vacation, we're going to have a 600 subscriber celebration
100.
with some giveaways and fun.
50. 40.
I'm going to plan something good for that. How do you spend the mad bucks? You can use it to gamble in the gambling games.
10.
So yeah, definitely a little firm. We'll take it. Let's rewind to here. And let's see what it looked like on the outside view. But there will be ways to actually spend it on the channel for giveaways. You can buy merch with them or trade them in for merch. And other prizes that are going to be on the channel here eventually. Sometime this year, that's in the works.
30,
So right there,
20,
we should have maybe held it a little bit longer.
10,
Yeah, we should have held it just probably a little bit longer. The plane being so high up and everything compared to what we've been flying, a little hard to judge exactly how high we up we were. But we flared just like a little early. You're just gonna have to flare late in this plane.
10,
So we flared a little too early, made it float, and came down. But yeah, we probably will have a long haul when we come back to do 600 subs. So we have to finish our world tour. We gotta go from Central Australia to the coast, East Coast. So we may do like an all-day stream maybe, because we gotta go to Gold Coast or Sydney, and then from there we gotta do a long haul to South America as part of our world tour. So, but we're gonna get somewhere in the works. Maybe we'll do like a multiplayer flight as well, fly some jet aircraft around, fighter jets around. We'll figure out something fun to do.
minimum,
But for being the Captain Sim 777 though, not bad. Like I said, we just flared a little too soon.
50, 40,
So with that in mind, our next flight, if we do a next flight in it, will probably be definitely a smoother landing because we'll know.
10,
But that's not bad. Not bad. Nose came down gently in the front. Not bad at all. So definitely not a butter, but still an acceptable landing. Great. So, but I had fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming along with us tonight, chatting with us in chat, talking about all kinds of things, as well as Mr. James flying along, getting us to our 600 subscriber goal. Without you guys, none of this is possible, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And we'll always continue to give back as much as possible to the community,
10,
as you guys have given to me so much. So with that though, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for us tonight as we head off to vacation in Texas. 11-4 top of the night. Thank you, Mr. Mike. I hate you right now for reminding me. But yes, that's going to do it for us tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm going to leave you guys here with the GoPro view in from the cockpit. I hope you guys enjoy the ride in. I hope you guys enjoyed Sister Shadow. Hey, yep, welcome aboard. A little late, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. We'll definitely see you in about a week after vacation. We'll be flying again, doing our 600 sub celebration. And don't miss us too much. Nope, I'm definitely going to miss flying. I'm going to try to take some stuff with me that maybe I can do some kind of after dark stream on the road from my laptop, maybe. But we'll see. That'll be like a last minute thing, and I'll announce it on Discord if I'm able to do that. But until then, guys, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. If I do not see you till after 4th of July, hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. Wonderful week. Stay safe. Make smart choices. Don't get hurt with fireworks. Remember, fireworks are very dangerous and can cause serious injury or death. So be safe out there. Don't drink in fireworks.
500.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, never mind. Peace out.